What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a great day. It's the Chill Scrub, and we're doing chest today, working on some arms and some triceps. Chest day, bench press, clearly one of my most favorite exercises to do, and one of my favorite days. Today I want to talk about something that's a little bit dark. I know a lot of people can resonate with me on this one, especially men. But today I wanted to talk about fear and wasted potential. And they both go hand in hand. For me personally, and I know a lot of people that probably feel this way but are too scared to admit it, but our own fear of letting ourselves down and our own fear of failure has made us stagnant from not actualizing our actual potential. Now, I don't know everybody's circumstances, but a lot of us, we didn't have a positive male role model, or we didn't have the right guidance to, stimulate growth, not just with physical appearance, but with mental fortitude and so forth and so forth. And I am no different. I am 29 years old, and I am now coming into my actual manhood. I would say for a good chunk of my life, from the ages of like 12 to, I'll arguably say 24, 25, I had a lot of feminine tendencies, and that doesn't lend themselves well to a male perspective in a man world, where everything is performance based and everything that you get, you have to earn. So when I make these workout videos and I do these, it's not just for you guys, right? I do want somebody to get motivated from these videos and say, if this guy can do it, I can do it too, because I'm no better than you are, right? But it's also for myself, right? A lot of people will look at my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter and say, this guy flexes and posts a lot. No, this is solely for me to remind myself on the day-to-day basis that you can actually do it. Look where you've come and look where you are at. You can actually do this, and this just goes to one facet of life. When I made my last video and I was saying that one of my videos, I said that hard work isn't enough. It really isn't. And like a lot of people, they have this mentality that going to the gym will fix all their problems when it won't. And a lot of people won't even go to the gym and fix their physique because of the fear of failure, right? Or it's just too hard or whatever. And I will be the first one to tell you, you're going to have to get over that. You're going to have to get over the fear of failure. You're going to have to get over yourself. And I have to be the first one to tell you, I battle with myself every day. My dad used to tell me all the time that your discipline is one of your worst attributes. My dad used to tell me all the time that you are extremely intelligent, you are very smart, but your lack of discipline will be your downfall. And I realized that he was absolutely correct. The battles, like a lot of people that you see on YouTube and Instagram and all these social media platforms, you only see the good parts. You don't see the bad parts. I will be the first one to tell you it's a lot of bad for me, a lot. And for me, I have to tell people this, that I've had to realize myself, and I'm still practicing it. Like, forgiving yourself for not actualizing your potential, and forgiving yourself for being scared, right? Forgiving yourself for letting fear take over, and forgiving yourself for letting self-doubt take over, and so forth and so forth. These are things I have to forgive myself for every day. I have to look myself hard in the mirror and say, you fucked up. And it's extremely hard to do. Or look myself in the mirror and say, hey, you're slacking. Hey, you're not living up to what you should be. And this is why I do what I do on this channel now when it comes down to getting my physique right, but not just my physique, my financial status, and getting my overall mental correct. I do it for you guys too, but I also do it for myself. And I don't want to make one of those channels where you only see the end result. I want you guys to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want you to see it all. I want you to see the full product and how it was made. Right? When you look at a lot of these gurus, and I'm not knocking them, but nobody wants to show you the ugly part, as I said before. And as for me, I'm no better than anybody else that watches my channel. I'll be the first one to tell you, if you think you're going through it alone, if you think nobody cares, you're wrong. I've been there. For a lot of people that watch my channel that are probably anywhere from 18 to 24, I've been there, I've done it, and I'm still going through it. I just want to give you some help so you don't have to go through some of the same things I have to go through, right? The worst regret I have when it comes down to not actualizing my potential is realizing that I had all the tools at my disposal right there. They were all right there. Everything that I needed to be successful, I had it already. I was just too blinded by my past and my fear to actually actualize it. And the scary thing is you cannot get that time back. That is one of the most hardest things that you have to come to terms with. And I want to save as many people as possible from having to live through that. It's heart-wrenching, right? And another thing it led to for me, one of my personal flaws was, even when it comes down to this YouTube channel, it's my inconsistency. Like I said in my last video, don't get comfortable with just good enough. A lot of people do that, and I am one of them. I was one of them. I was comfortable with, yeah, it's all right. I'm good enough to, like let's say a video game, I'm good enough to beat the average person. Or let's say I just got an okay physique. I'm not fat, but I don't have the physique I want, or not even like 75% of the physique I want, right? I have a horrible habit of doing that. Or I had a horrible habit of doing that, and I'm trying my hardest to correct that now, hence the videos. And I know I don't post every day, and I got a lot of things to do, but I'm not trying to make any excuses. I need to tighten up and do better. I really want to get that through people's heads when it comes down to actualizing your potential. There are a lot of talented people in here. Do not stunt your growth by trying to copy other people. Do not stunt your growth by having fear and doubts about yourself. You can do it, trust me. You're gonna fail a lot. And if a lot of negative people are around you, please get rid of those people. I had a lot of them. If it's family, I hate to say it, but do what you can and get away from them as soon as possible. You know, I'm not for this whole super positive thing. I am a realist. You have to be real with yourself and be honest enough to say, look, I'm fucking up. And deep down, we all know it too. That's the saddest thing about it. We all know when we fucking up. We all know when we have ass and things. We all know we can do better in certain situations, right? And the hardest part about it is we can all put up the front like we're hard workers and we do this, that, and the third. But what do we do when nobody's looking is the real question. Like, what kind of man are we when nobody's watching, when there's no standards to uphold, when nobody's holding you accountable? What do you do then? Do you still stick to the same way that you're supposed to be? Or do you falter? And if you do falter, it's okay. It's perfectly normal. We all do it, but we have to acknowledge that we do it and try to do better. But making excuses for not actualizing potential is not all right. Or in a nutshell, just don't be like me. You know, be better than me, right? I'm not hating on anybody. I see a lot of people in my channel that's working out and, you know, doing what they're supposed to do. I know I had a person in my Discord that just graduated not too long ago. Congrats to him. And I'm happy for that. But when it comes to me, that is my biggest regret. I didn't finish college. I could have finished. College is not hard. My YouTube channel, if I would have been more consistent, I would have way more than I have now. When it came down to the tournament scene, I gave it up. I could have been doing tournaments all this time. When it comes down to my music career, I could have kept going, but I decided not to. And I beat myself up for it on the day-to-day basis. And so far right now with this working out thing, I want this to be a lifetime thing. I don't want this to be something where I finally get a little close. I get close enough to my goals and be like, you know what, I'm good enough and I want to stop here. These videos that I make are to hold myself accountable and to look at what I used to be and say, never again. And I want you guys to have that same mentality. I want you to look at your older self and say, never again. I will never be that person again. I will be better. And if I fall down, I'm gonna try my hardest to get back up and keep striving to be what I want to be. But with all that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. More workout videos to come. Your boy is finally at 175 to 170, mostly muscle, looking great. And I know you guys can too. I'll catch you next time, and peace.